has some height and some reach, and of course, these attributes can play into it, but it's going to be about heart and guts and ferocity, especially in these first couple rounds. If you've seen Charles over the last couple of years, this is as lean as he has looked. This is as physically in shape as he has looked.
Yeah, and that could spell trouble for Joe the Party. Could ruin this party. If Charles Bennett comes in shape and he gets past those two-minute rounds here, it should be interesting.
The lead right hand of Charles is super deceptive. He'll leap in with a lead right hook. And he has dropped people in fight after fight, even recently over the last few years.
Yeah, you look at his style, hands down, light on the feet, very explosive. Very explosive.
Side kick. In fighting, weird is hard, right?
Oh, weird's tough to prepare for. You can't really bring in a training partner to mimic Charles Bennett.
Of these guys.
Either of these guys. Yeah, that's a great point. Either.
Joe is very super unpredictable. He's kind of an instinct fighter. He's exactly the prototype of the Gamebred Bareknuckle kind
He's trying to bait Charles in right now. He's trying to lure him into exchange.
Joe's hands are open. So he's, being defensive, wanting to touch and catch and measure.
Yeah, Charles about to get into it here. The pressure on there.
There's Charles' right hand, bounces out. He's trying to make Joe chase him now.
Yeah, tapped him on the chin there with a jab, lead jab there. Good kicks. Charles is bending down at the waist, pretty low. Joe might be looking for a knee here at some point.
Joe gets a right hand through.
Joe's looking for a fight.
3 fights for Joe, 3 fight of the nights.
Oh, good check hook.
Joe'll switch, so he's right hand forward now too.
Yeah, Charles is just waiting for his opportunity here for him to open up and explode with that right hand. That's what it looks like here.
Both switch now to orthodox. Now Charles back to southpaw. Joe will go, rear weapon.
It's interesting too with, jump side kick.
Yeah, a little cut kick, jumping side kick.
They're starting to warm up here.
Yeah.
3 minutes. And a lot of people are probably used to traditional MMA where you get in boxing, we can set up things with the jab. Remember, this is a different game. Oh, man, Joe's looking for it there. That knee's there for Joe.
Yes.
If he wants it, Charles is bending down a lot.
Yeah.
The knee is there for him. I'm sure his team sees this as well.
Both guys are showing kind of like these full-body coil feints.
Joe's throwing a lot more feints, and Charles is kind of waiting for him to take his shot to lead him into something big.
It's the third side kick for Felony Charles. There's the rear hand again for Joe.
Not a lot of commitment from either guy into these power shots.
Joe's strategy may have been wait till the,
good body shot.
Dig.
Good body shot by Bennett.
To just try to tick 3 minutes off and see if Charles will slow down a touch. And so far he hasn't. There's a right from Charles.
It's also a pace that I think favors Charles right now. If Joe's plan was to wear him out, he keeps missing on that lead right hand as well.
Charles also just looks sharp.
Dropped
there, you see it, right hand.
You got to be careful. Oh, here we go. Now the party begins. They're talking to each other.
Little slip. Charles Bennett.
That woke the party up.
Yeah, that's right. That right hand from the hip
got him again.
Left.
He got him again. And you can tell a speed difference here with Charles and Joe.
Charles is sharp tonight.
Yeah, he really is. He's talking to him as well. He's baiting him in, and he's countering. He's getting some success with it as well.
Well, there's a fake right to gauge the reaction, left hand.
Joe leading with his chin. I usually don't suggest that.
Yeah, coaches tend to hate that.
Yes.
There's a right hand. He is making Charles move his feet, but Charles came in shape. 4 minutes in.
I was just gonna recommend. I would install some grappling here to wear Charles out. Especially if Charles having success on the feet there a little bit. Wear him out. Get him against the cage. Let him carry your weight. Drag him into the later rounds.
44 seconds remaining. Joe's mouthpiece is out. The ref is going to stop.
That's a veteran move.
Yeah.
It's a veteran move.
35 seconds remaining on the clock. close round, but Charles did kind of buzz Joe at least once. There's Joe with a left hook.
And that knee's there for Joe.
Charles
Check hook by Charles.
Right.
Oh, good right hand by Carter. Here we go. 20 seconds.
This is what we expected.
They're standing right in front of each other.
Little slipping from both guys right now. Little moisture on there. Switch, high kick, right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Ooh, fun round. Or turn on country music and then try to headbang to it. It's that sort of vibe. It's like, it doesn't fit.
It's tough to get his timing. That's why he's such a tough opponent early on.
So Joe's already taking your advice and closing the distance a little more, which is smart. Hands up a little higher because heat's going to come at him.
I'd like a shot here from him, and a lead knee as well if Charles can continue to bend down like that.
The other head down, inviting the kick. See, complete difference from Joe's hands now. Corner was like, look, man, hands up.
Ooh. Charles still explosive, still dangerous.
But leaving the safety of the earth like that, you know, defeating gravity, that takes energy, unnecessary
energy. A lot of energy.
Yeah.
Joe needs to keep the pressure, keep mixing it up, and set it up. He's throwing one shot. He needs to set it up. I'd like multiple punches out of Joe.
Yeah, two or three jabs.
Yes.
To the low kick.
Right now he's just looking for that lead hand. Yeah. He's throwing some kicks, mixing it up.
Yeah, the kicks feel like a good idea, and there's another one. You know, if the guy's going to slow down, if Charles might slow down, if his mouth opens up a little bit, hit the body and hit that leg. That's 4 or 5 now in a short period of time.
He needs to be careful because there you go. Charles is waiting to counter that kick.
But notice he couldn't leap in quite as well off with the weight on the front foot. Now he switches legs, a telltale sign. Although Charles likes going right hand forward too.
That got Charles' attention there upstairs.
Charles' getaway sticks are feeling it for sure. Hands down. When Charles' hands are down and the right hand is forward, watch it to just tuck in from a weird angle. That's what he's looking to do. That's his kill shot, is his right hand from his, there it is, right? That's the Charles heater. And he has dropped high-level guys in the last few years.
Yes.
Jason Knight and Gamebred won in Biloxi. Dropped him with that right hook, sneaky right hook.
You see how Joe's not throwing multiple shots. He's going for the one shot, then resets. Which is not really a game you want to play with Charles. If you're going 1 for 1, I'd rather him mix it up, a higher volume out of Joe. There you go.
Low kick to a fake double. Low kick to a fake low kick into the double kick. Then makes Charles wrestle even for a moment.
You got it. If the guy has the speed advantage, you got to wear him out, Joe.
No matter how this fight unfolds, Joe should always be proud of all of his fights because they're filled with heart and excitement. But he's going to be disappointed he's not bleeding yet.
Agree.
Yeah, Joe Penafiel likes to bleed. It is his natural state, and he is not bleeding yet.
Charles still locked in, focused. He's just waiting to counter that kick. It's coming for Joe if he keeps throwing it and staying in the same spot. He's not angling off, which could be an issue for him.
Round 1 was somewhat close, but with the leg kicks and their effect on Charles, you know, 3 minutes in, it looks like round 2 is a little more of a Joe Penafiel round.
Yes. You give that first round to Charles?
It was close.
He landed Joe had a good, more significant shots,
He did.
Say.
Joe had a good last minute. Oh, yeah, and he comes in behind that jump with a right hand.
Joe needs to do something when his back's against the cage. Just, you know, cut Charles off here. Don't let him just get out for free.
That's Charles' right hand again. It's hard to read Charles's rhythm, but Joe's reading the rhythm of the right weapon now.
Yes. Seems to be that right hand he has the most success with. He's baiting him in. They're just sitting. Oh, there you go.
Right hand.
Again, that bloody Charles there. You had a bloody lip out of Charles.
Charles don't care.
No, they live for this. Again, I'd like a little more volume out of Joe the Party. He lands it again, but he's not following it up.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow it up with just punches. Kicks, do some angle off, a shot. Again, Charles bending his head there.
This is the best Charles Bennett has looked in a while.
He looks damn good.
He's sharp, he's moving, his eyes are locked in, he's fully engaged in the task. Considering how much weed he probably smoked today, you know, he's really fully
You know what? He's, oh, really got knocked there. Hectic.
And there, sternum to back and feeding some punches under the armpit. This will be a Penafiel round. He's got 20 seconds to try to really hurt him.
He has a choke there. If he was
15, 13 seconds.
There's a choke there, Joey. Come on, bud. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
6 seconds, 5.
Jump to it, dog.
No, not there.
He could have picked his poison there on the choke. Yeah.
Well, we're going to a third round. Round 1 was close. Charles is taking some deep breaths.
Charles is still on the
He's up.
cage floor. He's up, but that was a tough way to close the round there.
But legend is appropriate for this guy. If you've been around mixed martial arts for a long enough time, there are aspects of Charles Bennett that fit that category.
He's been a staple of every major organization for how many years now?
Yeah.
We're talking about over 80 fights. You got to give up your respect to Charles
And those
Bennett.
are, you know, there's 30 more
big,
that aren't
big right hook.
And Charles digs deep. Miscalculation, though. Now, half guard, top half guard.
By Joe there.
Charles is going to 4 points, but Joe's going to go under the armpit again with these punches. Brendan Schaub doesn't like those punches.
No.
They hurt.
Yeah, they suck.
Nobody does. Yeah, they suck.
Good hand control by Charles right now. For Charles, I think it's just about recovering, buying some time to get his breath back. When you shoot a big shot, it's exhausting, especially when you get sprawled on. That's the last thing Charles needed.
Yeah, and then squash down again. And if he gets up, look at Charles is wearing it now, man. He came tonight, he came to fight. In respect to Charles Bennett.
I would assume Joe the Party gets to mount here, and it could be a tough spot for Charles.
And Charles is fatigued too.
Got to push down the face there, Joey. There you go. There it is.
Elbows.
Yeah.
And Charles will be forced to give his back, and Joe's going to take the neck this time.
I thought he was going to have a smooth transition. And this is when you don't have gloves, it's hard to do the baseball bat defense there when there's no gloves. There's that grip you can't hold on to. Yes. The hands are slippery. It's sweaty. It's actually easier for Joe to insert the choke under the neck.
Yep.
Way easier. Slide in. Force your thumb through. Make it uncomfortable for the guy so you just lift that chin an inch and you got your victory.
Joe's doing a great job here, riding the thigh and posting up on Charles to do damage. People who've never been hit with these short punches have no idea just how brutal they can be. In and around the ears and the eyes, and there's the neck. Nope, back to the mouth. Charles fighting it.
Oh, big elbow by Joe there.
There's a head and arm choke maybe for the Party. Now he rides the wrist, squashes him down again. Charles got to be tired here, but he's still fighting. A lot of heart from Charles.
Charles showing a lot of heart tonight. This is not fun. This is exhausting for Bennett. If I'm Joe, do you have an issue if you're the corner of Joe of standing this up, finish him off in this dominant position? Because there's 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and he's not taken the choke, but you know what? You can also ride this here, and in 2 minutes you can grabs the head and lifts it.
Yeah, that was old school.
Yeah. Charles still fighting to get up.
He's in dominant position. Yeah. I'd like to see the chokes there as well as necks right there for him.
Now he's got an arm trap.
I'd like him to go for a finish here.
2 minutes a long time when you're exhausted.
Oh, but 2 minutes when you're on the bottom of mount is an eternity. Yeah, I'd like Joe to go for a finisher, not just pound this thing out.
For sure.
It's the safe route here, but I also picked it as my fight of the night, so let's go here.
It's been a killer fight to start the card, though. It's given you a little bit of everything. The visceral violence in his bare knuckle, some of the differences of the ground game. Now Joe being just ornery, and Charles showing his heart.
I'd like Joe to stand him up here and go for the finish with a submission, to be honest.
It's only been 30 seconds since we said 2 minutes remaining. It's just, like you said, it's an eternity.
For the guy on the bottom, it is a nightmare.
Joe's going open hand. He may have, you hurt your own hand when you smash a skull with those small bones of the hand.
Especially when you don't have the protection of the glove.
It's over. Good job by the referee.
Stoppage.
Yeah, good job by the referee. Joe the Party Penafiel finishes Charles Bennett in the third round in our opening fight tonight.
I'll tell you what.
Ladies and gentlemen, first off, how about a round of applause for these men starting the party tonight? Our referee, Larry Folsom, steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 3 minutes and 49 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner by TKO, Orlando's own Joe the Party Penafiel.
All right, Joe. Hey, first of all, you got to drink A-Game. If you haven't picked up a bottle of A-Game, go pick it up at your sports nutrition stores. It's amazing. It makes you feel way better after any of these trainings where you're losing lots of water. But let's get back to the show.
Great promo right there, my man. All right, Joe, your first win under the Gamebred Bareknuckle MMA banner. How you feeling, brother?
Man, I feel great. I think I solidified myself as a Florida and Orlando legend. I've been doing this shit since I was a kid, winning state titles and nationally ranked tournaments since I was a little guy. And it just means a lot to me for everyone that came out. My co-workers from Winter Garden at the Whole Enchilada, come check out the bar downtown Winter Garden where we work at. All my co-workers, all my friends, family, my teammates, Kathleen, Goldie, Ernie, my cousin Carlos for setting everything up, and a shout out to my mom. Also, big shout out to my wife. She does everything for me. I'm an idiot. I would be lost without her and my kids.
My brother, your family's in the building. Your gym's in the building. The city is in the building for you, Joe. How are you feeling right now? How do you feel?
I just fucking feel great. I want to go have some cheap beer because everyone knows I get drunk off of a few IPAs. I'm going to have some food. I'm going to go hang out with my family, and I'm just going to rest and get ready for war. I love this shit. I don't know how long I'll be doing it, but I just want to give a big thank you to Jorge and Dean. They've given me the best platform, and have also, how do I put this? They were able to give me an opportunity that no one else gave me with the amount of money they were offering, and then maybe be able to provide for my family and be able to live a good life, you know? So big thanks to George or Jorge and Dean. I love you guys so much. I'm really proud to be a part of Gamebred FC.
There we go, Orlando. Give it up for your winner, Joe Party